Rob has been in the works for a long time. It's a character that Sentinel has been contemplating on switching off of Plant for, and I don't blame him. This character is really good, has a lot of disengagement tools, but also some good combo starters with that Nair. Same could be said for this Mario, which CrimsonAbe has had for such a long time. So two very combo-heavy characters, but one's a bit bigger than the other. One's susceptible to a lot of these combos, and we're seeing it immediately from CrimsonAbe as he gets a few up airs off, a few light hits off.
That's such a funny sentence. It's just like, yeah, switching from Plant to Rob, you know, like I want to play a better character. It's just like, yeah, Rob has just been one of those constants in Smash Ultimate, which is like at first a little bit underrated due to the fact that you don't get the beat boop anymore as like a guarantee.
Yeah.
But people soon realize there's no point of a 50-50 when you can 100% guarantee death with just any gyro being able to roll out in that neutral. But so far, CrimsonAbe being able to get off with the Mario, doing fantastic stuff so far. But here's the thing, you're giving Rob plenty of rage, and a rotating, you know, arms near the edge of the stage or a forward smash can just make it into a disastrous situation. But an excellent call out on that jump.
Yeah, and I have to admire CrimsonAbe's ability to get out of these combos with Sentinels, or these 1-2 hits that Sentinel's putting CrimsonAbe in. Like these nairs, maybe a down tilt once or twice, not even getting grabbed, but huge combo coming through, unable to finish the combo with an uppy or maybe a down air, but what a lead that CrimsonAbe has at the start of this match.
And it's only going to keep getting worse. And unless you can get a nice bit punish off of that one, great job on the catching and try to get an empty hop with the little bit of a Z-drop. Nice little mix-up attempt, but once again, it's going to be the Tomahawk instead on CrimsonAbe's, and Sentinel right now is just kind of getting pieced up. Great stall on the tech, but 132 with a stock down. You're one up smash away from losing it.
Yeah, and this up smash definitely is going to come around if CrimsonAbe is able to punish maybe these retreating forward airs from Sentinel, where he's definitely struggling to get in. Finally gets the up throw, but not going to kill, trying to get a juggle, but I really like that CrimsonAbe is playing this defensive game. Took the lead, understands what he needs to do, what his mission is in this matchup, playing safely, now playing a more bait and punish kind of game. Getting hit with that nair, still not dying against a full rage or max rage Rob, which is insane. CrimsonAbe holding on, maybe gonna take the stock.
Way. Yeah, it's so close. Finally, the gyro's able to take it, but that's the problem. They're able to get it. But unless you have those zero... Surprise, I got another super jump punch ready to go. Able to cash out with that up special, and yikes, that is not the way you want to go. I was just like, optimally, you just want to search for like a nice little zero death sequence or get so much damage with the rage, but got absolutely nothing except more pain and nothing to gain.
Okay, CrimsonAbe, I love it. I love the mix-up on that up B. It was like, all right, I know you're probably just gonna wait for it and you're gonna drift away. Gets that forward air, takes a very, very solid stock. I believe that was even a 0 to death for that matter. So CrimsonAbe gonna be moving on to game number 2 with quite the lead. Now the real question is, does he swap to Piranha Plant? And he does. Sentinel gonna swap off to his tried and true character. And can you really blame him, Wolfie, for swapping back to his true main?
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Looking very, very much a very tough match for
my mic was muted.
Oh, awkward. But yeah, can you blame Sentinel for even going back to Piranha Plant, or going back to a character where I guess is like not slightly worse than Rob? I guess significantly in this context.
Slightly worse than Rob. Someone is... you're either like being a very positive person or you're coping, because I feel like that Plant and Rob are nowhere near each other for like how well that they can perform. But doesn't mean Plant can't do it. And honestly, if you want to stick to your, your OG main, you're gonna know a lot more to do. Like, look at that back-to-back projectiles trying to get the little snipe on the recovery. You just got to be so careful of it, and missing on the tech that could have been something disastrous, but instead we're sitting kind of on back, both of them at equal percents. So it's really going to be up to, Sentinel to try to make that one happen, and does so. Nicely done.
Yeah, his play with Petulia has been really good. You mentioned it earlier, his ability to send out these projectiles on ledge, and even using the poison cloud as well to be able to kind of mix up CrimsonAbe, force him and condition him into maybe jumping into Patui or, you know, just staying on ledge. Sentinel's playing this very, very well, has quite the lead as well, so this switch has been working, has been paying dividends for Sentinel, but unfortunately going to lose that stock to a very nice ledge trump with the cape into the back here. CrimsonAbe trying to fight his way back.
Yeah, I feel like one good thing about this too is like when you're finally off of Rob, you know, Piranha Plant will be able to find more ways to kind of weave around, and that cape, not at all close to the lead to a nice little stock taking a Sentinel. You know, there's a good reason why you're able to get here with the plant. Stick with your main until you're able to put more time into the Rob. It's like an investment, you know, once the Rob, it'll pay off eventually.
Right, and I feel like this also kind of comes down to maybe snuffing out CrimsonAbe's ability to reflect projectiles. Like when you have gyro and laser out, it's much easier to be able to reflect those. But compared to Patui and Poison Cloud, it's a little bit more of a commitment, but also Sentinel can kind of just run away and outspace you. So far Sentinel's been playing around that idea a little bit better, and whether or not it's intentional or not, he's doing a good job nonetheless.
Yeah, and gotta keep it up. 138 and getting a little bit of that chip damage. Doesn't matter as long as you're able to get just a tiny bit. Great nair. I think that sniped out the double jump.
Okay,
Oh,
well, you know, after the first game and getting spiked, he's like, yeah, let me make a statement real quick, and I'm gonna take game 2 the way that I want to. Gets it with that down B. Absolute madman that Sentinel is. He was already dead. He just wanted to go for it. Alright, but CrimsonAbe also has the Joker like I mentioned before. So do we see that Joker come out, or does CrimsonAbe stick with the Mario here?
Oh, they went on the Battlefield version of Small Battlefield. They know that, right?
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, they
They're
did know.
paying
They
attention.
did know. Wow.
Yeah, because I was just like, there's no way Sentinel did not ban Battlefield, right? I was just like, do you just want to give this plumber like free ways to get in? By the way, this song is a bop, by the way. So, continuing on with this canon matchup. Real good stuff happening both of them. Sentinel really turning it up. I'm liking this Piranha Plant and performance that it's been able to have. Let's see how it continues on with a bi-platform, you know, setup, which I feel like, you know, is beneficial to both of them. But I can see definitely why CrimsonAbe is just like, I need some kind of option. No jump, but barely able to survive.
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to try and close this gap against Sentinel just a little bit more, because he understands what Sentinel has in his arsenal, what he can do, especially with that Patui. I like the idea there, just trying to send out the Patui so when he gets hit, just he gets sent down on CrimsonAbe, but able to avoid that. Really good air drift coming up from CrimsonAbe, and now he's starting to play a little bit more patiently, using these biplats to be able to circle camp or just to sit back with Fireball. Just a little bit more. Sentinel with no clear-cut answer just yet, but still bringing it back, clawing his way back into this game, trying to keep it as even as possible.
Unable to get the 2-frame with a little bit of that dash attack. One of like the best moves to 2-frame from just how good it's been, but hold up. Getting hit with too many of these sequences, and the bounce off the backboard actually causing the stall out on the recovery, but instead they're gonna swap places. Great down tilt, but no confirm. Was hoping for a back air, a little bit of a faster option, but great parry into up smash to secure stock number 1.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time before one of those up smashes were gonna hit. Again, Sentinel was really relying. Oh, you're not okay. Now you're dead. Really, I mean, I love this edge guarding from Sentinel as well. Just using Patui, even getting these nairs off, knowing that not only can it, you know, make his opponent fall out, it's just a multi-hit, so it's gonna hit even if you air dodge. So Sentinel showing his knowledge of this character and maybe calling out this matchup inexperience from CrimsonAbe, gets the double up tilt into the up air, trying to catch CrimsonAbe landing with the Patui once again, but to no avail. Going in a little bit too hard. You might be dead here. Doesn't go for the 4th up air. I'm curious as to why.
I mean, no double jump. Had to go for the... I was thinking it was a down air for a DI mix, because no way like an up B will kill. But instead, it's going to be CrimsonAbe getting a lot of damage as a reward, but Sentinel staying alive. Great grab. Just making sure to kind of time it out. And this back air is going to be crucial. That's what I was looking for at the start. You remember the little interaction on the left side?
Yeah.
Exactly what I want to see from CrimsonAbe as Sentinel. A little bit of a trouble situation. Just need to make sure you get rid of the stock ASAP. Double jump burned. Stalled it out. You got no chance. We're on the last stocks.
Yeah, the patience coming out from Sentinel just on this ledge has been so crucial as to how he's even keeping this really close to CrimsonAbe, who's been playing, again, super defensively, super patiently, trying to wait for Sentinel to come in. But Sentinel's not even budging a little bit. He's playing this game the way he wants to. CrimsonAbe, unfortunately, kind of just succumbing to that, almost succumbing to that forward air Sentinel. But he's getting absolutely frame trapped out the wazoo again.
Oh my god.
Forward air. CrimsonAbe wants to end this match and end it quick, and I can't blame him. He cannot let Sentinel get anywhere near winning.
No jump, though. Lots of trouble, unable to land on the ground. Here comes the ledge trap setup. What a attempt on a call out, and the parry. Got a block 2. Instead, a Sentinel in a lot of trouble, not able to land. Just the falling there. That's a back air that's going to be hella punished as CrimsonAbe trying to set this up. Sentinel's got a lot of tools to try to stall this one out there. I love the attempt on the ledge drop, but it's not going to be worked out. As look at this, another grab lands 165. Here's the problem. Oh my god, the water. Yeah, it almost just went ahead and sent Pack into the blast zone. Jellyfish oh no!
It's regrab also. And you get hit with the forward air spike. What a forward air from CrimsonAbe, and what a close call it was from CrimsonAbe as well. A little bit too close for comfort, you might say. But really unfortunate for Sentinel right there. Was forced into regrab. Maybe could have gone to the other side of the stage, but who knows? All we know is that CrimsonAbe is up 2-1 going into game number 4 of this set. And this has only been the first set of top 8.
And an absolute banger. It's kind of the power of these great tournaments. And once again, CrimsonAbe's better than me. I would have just charged forward smash. No, I'm not going for that fair. I don't trust myself.
Right. I also would have just like tried to go for like a down smash or like a back air, but hey, we love the gall. We love the gall of CrimsonAbe right there. Just again, trying to make a statement, maybe trying to play some mind games too, but maybe I'm stretching a little too far. Sentinel got to stretch for this win though. Right now, it's not looking so good. He's at 64% unanswered.
Yep, and a little bit of a call out. Great jab lock. Everyone's been missing those texts. A little bit of the nerves coming into play. Trying to get the 2-frame with the forward smash. Huge reward, but very small window to try to land that one out.
Missing that up B, not really the most optimal punish coming out from Sentinel. Just gets a dash attack, but they couldn't get an edge guard off. Now lets CrimsonAbe get back on the stage while he's in the corner. Now allowing for CrimsonAbe to get back on the center stage. You really don't want to do that. As Sentinel, you want to maintain control of the stage at all times. You want to utilize your Batui in that sense as well.
Oh no, that's huge.
Oh,
Smash.
Oh, it doesn't get the nair off. Really good up B from CrimsonAbe, timing it to perfection. Gets the back throw, and that is going to be stock number 1 off of Sentinel, who's at quite the deficit.
And I love that. Knowing that you're not guaranteed to get that down there, you might as well try to go for a read afterwards on the tech, and reads out with that nice little nair. Ooh, a little bit of an ugly situation, but great flood. Falls out, but gets saved. Holy, staying alive, CrimsonAbe. Count your blessings, my friend, as Sentinel unable to finish stock just yet and eating 58 in the meantime. Oh, that you're dead for sure.
Oh my god.
Died twice.
Fatui into the grab. Really good stuff from Sentinel to finally take that stock. A bit scrappy the way that he was doing it, but got the job done nonetheless. Let's see if he can scrap against CrimsonAbe right now, who's trying to close in the distance with these backers, with these really, really good aerials, and even utilizing B-reverse fireballs, kind of just to maneuver around Sentinel. Gets these uppies out of shield as well. So Sentinel needs to find answers to a lot of these outs that CrimsonAbe has. And I mean, Piranha Plant doesn't have a lot of outs, let alone out of shield options, and gets hit with the up smash. Really good chase down by CrimsonAbe right there.
Yeah, that seemed to be like, I'm just kind of hoping that this hits when you're trying to run away, and thank goodness it does, because I think an up smash from Piranha Plant will definitely kill with all that rage previously. Yeah, kind of showing off exactly why it's important to hold on to those percents as the falling air does connect. Trying to go for it again, but an early up special, knowing from CrimsonAbe. Really fantastic stuff and getting so much more damage. Sentinel is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, the priority on that up B has really gotten CrimsonAbe out of these weird positions off stage, but even on stage. Like, you've seen him do it out of shield a lot. You've seen him not only, you know, try to go for kills, but even just get damage as well. So that's kind of been the MVP for CrimsonAbe. Goes for the back throw instead of the up throw. Interesting option, but
nice
able
trade.
to get that forward air at 101%. And last stock, Sentinel could be kissing goodbye to his top 8 run at Royal Stampede if CrimsonAbe is able to close out the stock. But Sentinel not going to back down without a fight.
I mean, CrimsonAbe's been going for a lot of grabs, so Sentinel's able to kind of get like a little cheesy throw off Abe on the side and being able to get like a nice little like one hit of Nair trade, which got that second stock. Maybe there's a chance. Piranha Plant, White Heavy has the good survivability and also has a great amount of kill power. That clanked.
F tilt and up smash. Yep, this game is real. Trying to go for those down Bs again. Does have a little bit of armor, but no armor there when you try to go and grab ledge. Really good trump from CrimsonAbe, and it's a 3-1. Moving on to the next round. Gonna have to wait for the loser of, and let me just fact check